Hello, my name is Adriano Robins, and I'm a senior going into musical theater. So, the decision came roughly in like my junior year when I started getting more recognition for my acting, and I was like, maybe this is something I could do for a career. And it was something I looked forward to in school because I kind of go to school to go to rehearsal. So, it's that's kind of when I knew I wanted to do this as a career. Oh well, the drama ones. There's several. There's musical theater, which is what I'm going into. There's acting, which is like minus the music, but you can still kind of do the musicals and stuff in college if you do acting. There's stage management, directing, dramaturgy, and there's plenty of art ones like painting, like doing all that stuff, like being an artist. But the ones that I know are like the dramatic ones, like directing, stage management. I believe they've like added a few things like lighting, scenic design. Like there's so many things you can do. Every aspect of theater has a major. It's really cool. For fine arts majors, that's a lot of people think that your fine arts major can really only get you a job either on stage or backstage. But there are plenty of organizations that really like to see acting and musical theater majors. For example, from personal experience, I've seen a lot of musical theater majors go work at the Broadway League as like assistants to like Broadway shows getting put together. So a lot of they go on the creative teams for shows. A lot of them become authors. A lot of them become teachers because you can get your bachelor in fine arts and then your master's and become a teacher. That's what my theater teacher did, Miss Blendauer. She was an actress and then she became a theater teacher. And then, of course, the main reason why a lot of people go into theater is to perform on stage. That's the biggest one. It came down to factors of what I wanted to get out of an education and what my limits are and what my skills are. I was not a dancer, so I tried to not apply to schools that were really dance heavy more than acting and singing centered. So I applied to schools like Ithaca College, Carnegie Mellon, and some other big schools which were focused on the actor at the center of the work as a whole. But there are some that want to do dancing more, and they know that there are schools that do that. So you kind of have to do your research. It's on their website. They list out everything that they put that they do in their curriculum, what they focus on. It's pretty easy to navigate. Oh yeah, one part of it is the same. You have to fill out a regular application, like a Common App, or on their website. You have to fill out an application there, and you have to do an essay. You have to put in all of your, classes that you've taken, all of your information. That does not change. Although there is a second process called pre-screening, where a lot of the times colleges will ask you to do one or two songs and one or two monologues if you're going into acting and musical theater, or if you're doing stage management or directing, there's a portfolio that you have, like of work that you've done in the past. But more in the acting route, you have to film videos of you acting and singing and dancing, depending on the school. And if you pass your pre-screen, then you get to get invited into a live audition. Those can be virtual, those can be in person. There are several different types of ways to do that. You can audition on campus. You can audition at Unifieds, which is a bunch of schools go into a hotel, and you go to that hotel and you audition for all those schools that are there. That's what I did. That was the cheapest option because, well, it's the cheapest option would be virtual, but the cheapest option if you want to get seen actually live in person would be to do Unifieds, which is a lifesaver because they actually never used to do that until like 5 years ago. So I highly recommend that, whatever's closest. And once you do that audition, you usually wait about weeks to maybe a month or two, whether or not you get an offer. And the class sizes for musical theater are pretty tight. So a lot of kids end up auditioning for a bunch of schools. I think mine was about 13, so it's quite a bit. But you end up you finding your place. You end up getting into a program, and it's yeah, it's tough. It's grueling, but it is so rewarding. Yes, there are. You can get performance scholarships. Typically, if you just audition, you can get a performance scholarship based on your audition. But I think more of the scholarship opportunity comes from your academics because can really be seen through all 4 years rather than just one audition. They can see how well you are as a student as well as a performer. And with institutions and schools that really focus on a well-rounded performer who is versed in school, is like very academic, they tend to give those kids more money because they know that those kids can also thrive in like maybe a research institution like University of Michigan, because they're acting and also they're a research university, so they're very they're very strong in the academics, so they'll give you that scholarship if you have those good academics too. Yeah, please, if you're thinking about it right now, download the app, Get Accepted, or go to the website, because that's where you'll find out about all your pre-screens. You'll find out about everything. You'll find out what you'll need to do for each school because it varies. That's the toughest part, is you have to know what each school wants, and you have to follow the rules, because if you don't follow the rules, sometimes they are like, oh, you didn't follow the rules. So it's read, do your research, and make sure to like take a breath, relax. You're gonna be okay. I didn't know where I was going until like a month ago, and it was really scary at first, but it ended up fitting into the right place. So just take a breath, relax, give yourself time to do what you need to do, and time to take a really nice break. So yeah.